this motion is being moved sort of in the spirit of number 2 as well, i.e. looking at what we've done within Hopi, where our successes are to be found, where we need to develop our work, etc., etc. And one of the things we have been able to do, one of the areas we've been successful in, not least because of the radicalism of the Iranian students, which I'll talk about now in a minute, has been to develop certain contacts with Iranian students and actually express forms of solidarity, albeit, as I'll come to say, rather limited ones. But if you really want to look at a movement within Iran which is clearly anti-war, opposing any forms of imperialist intervention within the region, but also vociferously coming out against the Islamic regime, the theocratic regime, then the movement that you the movement that you have to look to in many ways is the student movement, and that has a certain history within Iran. But recently, in the last 5 or so years, you really have seen a blossoming of radicalism within Iran. There's some pictures, you don't have to look at me, there's some pictures here of some of the protests that were staged using some of the hands off the peoples of Iran slogans. And you see a strange situation whereby some of the student bodies that were basically the strongholds of the regime in the universities, in the last couple of years have actually come over to Marxism, more or less, to socialism, to progressive ideas, and looking for change from below. And I think the student movement we saw on Tuesday, December the 4th, with these struggles here, it's a truly inspiring movement, and it contains numerous elements like all movements do, but there is a core, there's a radical core at the heart of it, and this basis of this movement is socialism, it's you know, internationalism, and the sort of ideas we should be looking to engage with, the sort of people we should be looking to link up with in our struggles, and they are, in that sense, our natural allies against war. In the run-up to these demonstrations on Tuesday, we saw just under 50 arrests, preemptive arrests of Iranian students, as a way to try and put them off, to say, look, whatever you do, don't go out on the streets on December the 4th, or you're going to face it, basically. But students came out in huge numbers, especially in Tehran, over 700 students, not just for a nice little march, but actually a radical display of genuinely progressive ideas, slogans that they've actually taken from the Hopi campaign, because, as I say, we have some very strong contacts in Tehran who have been in discussion with us, looked at our ideas, and actually raised some of the slogans at their demonstrations. So you do see, I mean, I can't speak Farsi, but you do see hands off the people of Iran, right? You do see no to war, death to the dictator, all right? Which, again, rubbishes this whole idea prevalent at the moment within the British anti-war movement that these movements do not exist. So you get Abbas Edalat, basically founder of Kazmi, who basically comes out and says, well, actually these students, they've been arrested or whatever, they've been kicked out of university because they're a little bit lazy. All right, that's you know, that's what's being implied, and that's it's a frankly it's not being implied, it's being said, and that's a frankly disgusting attitude to these movements that are generally radical, need our genuine support.
Freedom and equality. That means freedom and equality.
There we go. So basically, this motion, I don't think it would be too contentious, is to look at raising these issues across campus. We've had relative success in terms of speakers going around different universities. We've had quite lively student steering committees being set up, and we need to expand on that. And also now, given the contacts that we have and have developed, it's a good idea, I think, to draw more people in and try and look to some forms of coordinated action, especially on what you could say protest ceremonies such as March the 8th, International Women's Day, and Students' Day, which was on Tuesday. So I think this is the spirit of the motion, to keep on building the links with the Iranian student movement, which I say is a truly inspiring movement against all the shit that it has to put up with, basically. Thank you.